I'm sitting in the lounge of the Ulysses, sailing from Holyhead to Dublin. The first day of what will no doubt be a nightmare journey back to the land of leprechauns and linoleum, the land of Wilde and Spencer, Trollope, Yeats and Synge. Look after yourself, Murph. We'll see you when I return. Thank you very much. The last time I was in Ireland was just a year ago. And I was being driven by a Dutch friend of mine, a printer and a publisher. We were driving in County Donegal and near Glentees, late at night, crashed into a great boulder which smashed the wheel clean off the car. Things should be better this time. It's a nice day, we've got a new driver and a new car, and so I'm optimistic and enthusiastic. What I see as a magical element in Ireland is one, its history and its past. And the place is rich with castles and abbeys and roofless churches and ruins, and there are dramatic landscapes and dramatic coastlines and dramatic seascapes and fascinating islands. But there's something else. There are many parts which are very like the England that I knew when I was a boy. It's a very lovely country, and for somebody who's interested in art and landscape, there's none better. I'm on O'Connell Street Bridge, overlooking the Liffey. I was here in 1948 when I first came to Ireland and walked up the east coast with a friend of mine sleeping rough. A street photographer took a photograph of us at that time. I'm back in Dublin, still with books under my arm, and I'm being photographed by another street photographer. People sometimes ask me, what is it that makes a Rigby Graham picture? I don't really know. It's very difficult to define, but it's easy to recognise. As far as painting landscapes and buildings and settings are concerned, I just keep my eye open until I see something that looks very much like the sort of things I paint. And then I sit down and try and paint it. It may sound odd, but actually it's fairly important that what you paint is going to maintain your interest, concentration, fascination for the time that you're working on it. So there are certain subjects and certain aspects of subjects which I have always found of deep and all-consuming interest. A funny thing, the nib not only scratches, you occasionally get it on the edge and it sort of chirrups. You know, the process talks to you. I'll sign this, then I know who I am.